Hello guys, this is Impact Africa, Dr. Mama K, and we are on a very beautiful day launching an important visionary project by Khathalelana, which is happening in Delft, the launch of the Skills Room. And I've got this amazing sister friend of mine who is going to tell us as well about who she is and what to expect today. So my dear sister, tell us who you are.
I thank you. So this is a vision that started somewhere in August, and today is the launch of it. The Skills Room is a room for soft skills, hard skills, but the core would be computer.
Okay.
The basic skills that people would need to go out into the world. We're focusing on youth, the unemployed, and even adults who need this.
So not just for the young people alone. Yes. Any adults who might think they want to upskill, can come. Okay.
So you could be an adult, in your years of 50, 60, and you would like to go on this journey of upskilling yourself. This door would be open to do that.
So is it open to drop in, or do you have to book to come in?
So the process would be, it would be an online WhatsApp group.
Okay.
And so there's a number available for that, where people will apply. It would be completely free. The only thing that we're charging, or not charging, asking is an admin fee.
Right.
The paperwork, the printing of CVs and the printing of certificates.
Right.
But other than that, we are offering this skill completely free to the community.
Wow. Tell us a little bit about Khathalelana.
So Khathalelana is going in for its 7th year. We focus on sustainable livelihood and in development. In the past, we used to just bring in people. And so last year we thought, why not do it ourselves for a change? Sustainable livelihood, we do about almost 200 meals, cooked meals.
Wow.
Cooked meals every day. We have a team of people, and the program is funded by the Department of Social Development. And we have this amazing team that comes in every morning.
I can testify to that amazing team.
And it feels like a job to them, but I know their heart is there for the community. They come in, they switch on the stove, the pots go on, and they cook, and it's like 15 kgs of rice.
Wow.
And a pot must be a certain level, and between 180 upwards meals are served to the community.
You know what? I can see lots of people coming. I don't want to stop you from starting, so we're going to stop right there. Khathalelana, care for one another. We're right in Delft, and this is an amazing project that needs more support. But we'll be right back. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Kan ons niet staan en dan gaan ons niet de gebed zien, ons kan niks doen zonder die Here. Hemelse Vader, ons sê vir U dankie vanmôre. Dankie vir wat U in ons lewe beteken. Dankie vir wat U alles vir ons doen. Here, ek weet, ons het so baie om dankbaar te wees. Maar ek kom vanmiddag en vir U dankie sê vir wat U vir ons gedoen het. Vir wat U vir Khathalelana gedoen het. Here, ek wil bid dat U alles sal seën wat vandag gaan gebeur. In die naam van Jesus, ek wil bid, Here, dat U ons voorspoedige middag sal gee in die naam van Jesus. Die wat nog op pad is, Here, ek wil bid dat U hulle vriendelike rit sal gee. In Jesus' naam, baie danksegging. Amen.
As ek Engels praat, ek gaan probeer Afrikaans praat vandag. I just want to say welcome to each and every one of you. It's such a special moment for all of us, because this is a community project, and we are so excited to share this with you and have you with us. I want to ask if you're a leader here today, if you're representing a group, would you please stand? We just want to acknowledge you. Can we just give them a hand? Thank you for being with us today. It takes a lot for any leader, any community believer to take this courage that on projects like this. So as we embark on this journey, we want to acknowledge Marlene. She's the visionary behind this project. And it took months and months of this idea of her to come into being. And we just want to thank God as He has been with her all this time. And I'm going to share this verse with you. When I thought of this project, this is the verse that came to mind. Genesis 26, verse 22. And he moved from there and dug another well, and they did not quarrel over it. So he called it its name Rehoboth, because he said, for now the Lord has made room for us, and we shall be fruitful in the land. And we just want to honor God. We just want to honor God for this vision, for this gift of Marlene of Khathalelana. We thank each and every one of you who's come alongside us as an organization, as Marlene. It's not an easy road, but we are excited because we know God is with us and this is going to be a success. We believe it and we declare it today. Thank you for each and every one of you that are here. And let's leave the stage started. Thank you.
Thanks, Anthony. I neglected to do the proper introduction because she is the chair lady, the chairperson, the chairperson of Khathalelana's board. So can you just give her a Thanks, Anthony. So now we're going to make a group assistant worship tutor to do.
Good morning, goedemorgen. Ik praat ons alle aan de talen. English Molo, Jumalan, Sabona. But yeah, I greet you all in the wonderful name of our Lord Jesus Christ. I think the Bible says that there is no other name given unto us. Above the heavens, underneath the earth, except the name of Jesus Christ. And it's through this name that every knee shall bow and every tongue will confess that Jesus Christ is Lord. So it is in this name that we can greet you. And so on behalf of the church, I'm representing Pre-Fellowship and the leadership. We are honored and we are blessed this morning, to have been able to come alongside Sister Marlene. And I think that as an organization, they stand out head and shoulders above the rest for us, just as we know them, their honesty, their integrity and their Christian values. And so for us as a church, it is an honor, to be associated with them. I think that, a wise woman once said these words, whatsoever he saith unto you, do it. And these words came from the mouth of Mary, the mother of Jesus, in John 2 verse 5. When they were at this wedding, and we know when Jesus turned the water into wine, and she gives this instruction to the helpers, and she says, whatever he saith unto you, do it. And and we all know what resulted from those words. And I think, today, especially in the time that we live, there are many voices out there that wants our attention. There's so many voices. I think every day we see tweets going out and blogs and podcasts and breaking news and we find it difficult to know which voice to trust. And and especially in a world of so much information, I think our people have never been so over-stimulated, and overwhelmed by information and voices out there, and it's to a point where it confuses our people. And also we're living in a time of technology where everything is fast and instant. but we have never had less time than we do have now. With all this technology that we have, we've never had this less time or little time as now. But you know, Mary utters these words, and she says, whatever he tells you to do, do it. Because I think Mary knew Jesus intimately. She knew him personally. She knows that this word and this voice, you know, is true and is faithful. And it's this very voice that came to her to say that you will conceive miraculously. And it happened. And you know, and through her came the Messiah, the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. And you know, and so she knew this voice personally. She knew that the foundations of the earth is built upon this voice. She knows that when this voice speaks, the blind sees and the cripple walk. You know, and so today I think it's words that we can live by. And it's words that Sister Marlene has not just heard and listened to, but she has done it. Whatever he tells you to do it. And so this morning I want to encourage each and every person that is here today. I think it's because of your obedience, Sister Marlene, that we're all here today. Because you listened to that still voice within yourself. And you know, and that still voice within each and everybody's soul today, if it is that God is calling you to repentance, to be saved, then do it. If it is that God is calling you to come back, maybe you've wandered off, then do it. You know, if it is that we need to make it right with each other, then we must do it. If it is that you can make a difference in your corner of the world, then let's do it. And let's do what the Lord has told us to do. God bless you.
Thank you, Sister Peter. While we're waiting on Sadan to do a part, I just want to share a bit while she's coming. I think she's out there in the classes. So I heard that this was because I'm just the laborer in the organization. and I heard what Antoinette said, that it's been planning for months and things. And Friday night, last night when we left here, I told Jamie, the IT guy, I told him that the space that you're going to see, Marlene and I got in there, and we did that within a week. And I told him, you know, a lot of times we don't think of what we do for others. We do it because of instruction of God, or we do it because of the good heart. But many times when we are in a situation, God sends the right people on your path. I mean, you will have a look in there and see, I mean, we didn't spend a cent on that room. God aligned people from corporates to IT. So God is good. That's why I want to encourage, and I'm getting a bit emotional because of what God is doing. But I also want to encourage me, let's do good. While we can, I know at the right time God will come alongside when you need it the most. So we're going to give opportunity to Sadan. Here we go.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Marlene. I'm going to speak about my journey. So it was not easy 6 months because it was a lot of work that we need to put in, a lot of training. Sometimes I didn't understand half of the work. But when we come from payroll, and Auntie Molly will always tell me, come, we're going to do it again over. And I'm tired. Like, Auntie Molly, why must we do it again? And she's like, no, you need to do it. I'm going to show you one time, and then after this, you need to do it. So I just want to thank Auntie Molly for the opportunity for every workshops that I did, because I am not also in like the skills room, so I'm also at the school helping children with reading and the after school that we was having and the dance. So I was getting more opportunities and workshops to attend. I just want to say thank you for the morning, truly of my heart. Ik ga niet makkelijk, but yeah, so it was for me like just a mother figure, like someone stood really by my side. The time that I was so dark in my life, and someone took my hand and just be there for me. So I just want to say thank you. I just want to say thank you to Uncle Frank Juice in his absence. Like he also pushed us to be better and to do more for ourselves, because we're still young and we can dream. But if there is no one that sees your dream, then you can't make it. So I just want to appreciate him for what they did for me. So yeah, thank you.
Wow. So, I'm going to give Marlene a couple of seconds. She's coming up to do a report. So, Marlene, can you come on?
Many of us know our organization, and even if those that don't know, I just quickly want to say we're about 7 years old, and we focus on sustainable livelihood and development. Development of people, and even myself as a person, is very key for me, because I know where I come from, and so that's why it's so important to see young people that are journeying with, to empower them with opportunities that we come across. And opening a kitchen 7 years ago was just, it was like someone was saying something to me that I could never see materialize. When I got that vision, and you know, sometimes I have these tons of excuses. And that time I said, Lord, when we finally got to the Lord, but I have no idea what I need to do because I'm an introvert. But line up all the people that I need to do what we need to do. And just 7 years later, the kitchen is one, and I'm saying this with humbleness, it's probably one of the best kitchens around here in Delft. We get, unfortunately, and I say that with humbleness,
We are known to be one of the best kitchens around for the norms and standards that we apply in the kitchen. We are funded by government. And what's also nice for me to know that there's people employed. And so we bring that awareness that I want to see people being employed in the organization, in the community, the people down the road that were sitting and watching our leave. Now they can get up and they get paid for something that they're also passionate about. So somewhere in all this, I was sitting at home and I always have my quiet time there, and it came to me, and I'm always thinking about the organization. I get carried away, and I'm like, okay, so let's stop. And so I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, who are we going to get in our nexus to empower people? And it came to me like, we need to do it. But I mean, was it a plenty? We don't have a space. We don't have this and that. And where do I start? And where, how? And I'm looking for excuses. And as if God reminded me, can you remember the kitchen? You didn't even know anything about the kitchen. And look where you are now. And now I'm waiting this coming up, okay, Lord. But you need to line up all the people that I'm going to do it. I'm willing. You know, believers and friends and family, not one day goes by. And I keep on saying to the people that not a day goes by that I'm not grateful for my health. That I am not grateful because I can still move around. Yes. When people do sometimes spoke to them, I am so, but God has given you the strength. When you look back out, just go for it, because you can do it. And so, the long story short of that is, we can't wait to open that room. We can't wait to open that room. I wrote down a few things here, and a day like this is normally, it's full of emotional gratefulness and also disbelief. Because I have such a grateful heart, words fail me today. What started as a vision in August, which was very scary and daunting for me at that stage. While busy contemplating in my head, I had hundreds of excuses of how, where, computers, and God reminded me of the kitchen. The vision of this is to empower our youth out there, and not just our youth, the unemployed also. And I personally want people, whether it's my age, older or younger, who does need the skill to come in and say, Marlene, we want to equip people, even with the basics. We want to do hard skills and soft skills. And with the other skills that we want to bring other organizations that has other skills, whether it's photography, nail tech, candle making, flower arrangement. We're going to bring that in and in that space. And I just see this vision. I already saw, but I couldn't just see this. It's like God is showing me this, but it cannot be. And I was sitting in that room and I was just so full of tears. If you've known the journey, you would understand why all these tears is the version. When I shared the vision with Sister Mersha a couple of months back, but was not that you can't provide for spaces for training. She was always open. When Marlene, you don't, Sister Marlene, you don't need to hesitate. You just need to give you the time, the date, so that you can organize. So we've journeyed with this church, the leadership of the church, for about 2 years plus or minus, and we would use this space to empower young people. And so we're so grateful for that. This morning I was thinking about organizations, people doing this kind of community work. Collaboration is the key word now. We can't sit on an island and say we want to do miracles. We will fail. But we won't be able to do that impact. And I'm going to go over to all the things. Because the things is the most, the biggest list that I have here. And like my husband said now, wherever we doctor, I became a professional now, which is connecting with people and asking people. And I think God has prepared all these people already in advance. Pre-fellowship, we're going to start with Sister Mercia and her husband and Susan. When I knocked on the door, we were sitting, I remember our meeting. And before we had a meeting, I was like, what can I say? How I mean, I didn't even finish my sentences and your heart being connected with my Sister Mercia. So thank you for being so open. And thank you even for the congregation that always welcomes us here. But whenever we stop here, they like, and forgiven for your patience. Young people that work in their absence, they've done all the training. We made a joke and said, like, there's masters in the area, but we've got to work, we're still learning. That's Frank Julie, he's our mentor, he's in this sector, it's a really powerful organizations. Pambana is also an organization that gave us all the software that has been loaded onto Mr. Price Foundation. As you can see, myself, Jamie and Sadan, who will form part of the Skills Room, is by the nice out of the trade. Sadan came alongside us and also gave us, you're going to see there, computers. I mean, sometimes my heart was just like, we need a projector. Board, we need a projector program. Look at our budget. And God don't even allow us to go there. It's like, you need to say, oh, we need computers, but there's also a projector. And that is just God. Marlene is also a business. When we checked in with him, Marlene is a 4,000 rand budget. Go to the shop, the station shop, go and see what you need and just send us the quote. Those are the things. KBAC flooring. We told him about the vision and they gave us the flooring. SA Harvest furniture. Intelligent label solutions. They also gave us, we will be doing a lot of printing. So they offered us all the printing. Rosendahl High gave us the desk. I'm not going to say little desk, but we trust God for that. But they gave us desk there. And I think I've covered everybody. Exodus said, I cannot forget that man. I cannot forget that man. I want Jamie. You need to come to the front. So you need to be there. We got all these things together. And I'm still like, I mean, God, I still don't know anything much about computers. And God sends, I say this is God sent. God sent this young man in. I'm talking about Wi-Fi, is that not Wi-Fi? I'm this, and I've done that, and we did computer labs in this area and all the areas. And I'm like, Jamie, what was happening? And he did his thing. And I think God is just laid so deep in your heart. I don't know, as you just have to see it. Jamie came to our house, he took all those CPUs and the software, and Jamie went home and at Marlene, he was just working, his partner. My niece said, "Khathalelana, for Jamie, can't wait to." When he said Jamie worked long hours. When he started explaining to me at Marlene this and the other, I'm like, yo. I didn't even know. And sometimes we need everything else in the computer that you switch on. It's not just the computer, that is all the hard work behind the scenes, all the hours, all that. So my prayer for you personally is that God grants you the desires of your heart, that God raises and enlarges your territory, and what you have for yourself and your family, that God just come alongside and do that for you. I know you were God's in. And He's still on a journey with us further, Sister Worship. He still have other stuff that's going to happen. So we like to acknowledge people. We always do a little gratitude. It may not be much, but it's just to say from us as a team to you. I think I just want to quickly, before we end off, I want to call our Dean, Jamie Williams, Sister Mercer, Sister Sarah, and Denise, and Kimmy, Dr. Kimmy. If you're in the house, I would just like to run and sprint in the front. So Sarah has been just an anchor here. Sister Mercer, I can message you early in the morning. You're there. Thank you so much. Denise, thank you so much for the cake, Mama Cake. I can just know you come alongside me. That beautiful cake outside. We will be doing the media side. If there's anybody that she would like to interview, I hope you are available to do so. And then there's two young ladies here. Sadan has been like my papa. Sadan het die pijne en die eids en alles ook gevat. I saw potential in Sadan. And I want to give her, I just want to, I don't want to rush through, but I want to acknowledge these people. Sadan, I met her about 3 years ago, and I saw the potential, and she was also one morning I woke up and God was showing myself, you can do my second, and I still checking with, like, can you do my second, my contacts with her, and years later, Sadan has grown so much as a person. She's an extrovert, but she's very withdrawn. And so because it was like, kom, start op ons gaan. And so she's a wonderful person, really. She's my buffer. She's just one of those daughters that she's just a wonderful person to journey with. So thank you so much for just coming alongside me. I love the way how you have developed as a person, how you've grown as a person. And I see you as taking over that room one of these days. I just start something, Sister Mercer, and then I step up, and then I step up. And you know, one of the young people, she's very good in administration. Jamie loves photography. We also journeyed with Jamie for a while. And so we put the camera in Jamie's hand because she's gone through some photography stuff, and here Jamie look for opportunities to take photos. And just to mention that Mama Kay still gave that. We just want to bless you from our side, say thanks So ladies, I really appreciate you. Denise, never can I get you down, she's done all the catering. If I fail to thank a person who I missed, it's not intentional, just know from my heart. If I missed you, I still thank you. I want to thank each and every person that's sitting. We had some connection. And so thank you all for just coming out to celebrate this day with us.
So Marlene het gesê, as ek daarom praat, dan moet ek opstaan. Maar ek het nou gevoel, ek het net gevoel dat sy man klaar praat, maar nie opgestaan het nie. Ek dink dat is 'n important part. Om dankbaar te wees vir mense wat langs jou kom. Dit is baie belangrik om mense te acknowledge in daai sense. Ons is amper daar aan mense. So ons gaan nou vir Pastor Danny toe te vra, net om 'n preek te doen, net om die skills room te bless. Ons weer die kerk was klaar ingeseën, ek wil nie Pastor Danny maai, net om 'n gebed te doen vir die kamer, voor ons ingaan en ingaan. Dankie Pastor.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for this opportunity. I think it's a wonderful opportunity for us to gather around today. Ik denk dat Sister Marlene ons kom al een lekker lang pad samen met broer Joshua en ik denk dat het een voorrecht om samen met hulle deel te kan wees. Ik heb mezelf lekker uitgevat door die occasion. Because for me it's something special. We've never done this before, and I've told my wife this morning I want to look my best because I know alles mense van alles baie agter mekaar organization that they're very well planned and everything. So I thought let me just put on my best, you know. So I'm going to do a blessing before we go in. I think my wife said a lot of words also this afternoon, and I can agree with her that we need to listen to the voice of God because it's very important. And when Sister Marlene came to us when we spoke, and we just said yes because we know that what she wants to do and what she has on her heart and the desires, it's not something to enrich herself, but it is to help people in our community and to help those in need. Amen. So, dearly beloved, for as much as it has pleased God to put into the hearts of His beloved servants, Marlene and Joshua Jameson, with the help and support of fellow colleagues, friends, and family, the plight of our community. Let us now fulfill the godly purpose for which we are here assembled today, for the dedication of the Khathalelana Skills Room. We first and foremost bring honor to the Most High God, our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And I think for us that is very important as a church. May it be a place of warm welcome, growth, and empowerment. May all who enter this beautiful space be reminded of the grace and beauty which is in Christ Jesus. May those who occupy this room, we're going to go into the room within a few minutes, be people of godly wisdom, great courage and determination to succeed. May the decisions they make be in keeping with the perfect will of Christ. May the work and learning done in these walls be marked by great dedication, courage, and quality training of the highest standards. I now dedicate this facility, the Khathalelana Skills Learning Facility of Delft, to the honor of our Lord Jesus Christ, for the upliftment and betterment of His people, in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Thank you, Pastor. So we have the benediction and everything done here before we go over to the skills room, because Marlene just asked that we have I like to call it swallowship. A lot of people call it fellowship, but I call it swallowship. So we're going to do that in the passage and not in the church area. So can I ask Pastor Abram Parsley to close in prayer and do the benediction? Kom ons gebid.
Vader, ek dank U en ek loof U vanmiddag, Here, vir eerst hierdie, Here, wat ons vanmiddag vir ons kan geniet. Here, met alles wat voorgesit is, selfs vir hulle wat het gedoen het met die hande, hulle wat maande, jare dit al uitgeleer, Here, wat tot hiertoe, Here, en U vir hulle deurgekom, en ons gee vanmiddag vir U al die eer en die lof, die aanbidding kom vanmiddag alles toe, Here, ons sal U vergeet om die eer aan U te gee, Here. In Jesus' naam, amen. Kom ons vang die seëning van die Here. En nou mag die genade van ons Here Jesus Christus, Here, die troostvolle gemeenskap van die Heilige Gees, sy in elke lewe. En allemaal wat op sy wederkomst verwag zijn, daar saam. Amen.
So wat is nog een doen, beloved? Ons gaan vir Dr. Kimmy vraag om die toast te doen, maar ons wil net graag weer allemaal daai kan vergader vir die toast, en dan gaan ons vir Sister Mercer te vraag om dit die unveiling te doen van die kamer met die ribbon te knip.
April 2023, I now declare Khathalelana Skills Room officially open. Amen.
So you go.
We'll follow you.
Jamie's a banana. Okay. You can go. You can take your talk.
Till the time. Marlene, terug voor de klas en mensen.
Wow. Look at the floor.
Given system give this.
Wow.
Welcome to our space. This space will be empowered.
Yeah, sure.
So those who are inside or those who can hear, we're just going to give Mr. Jamie, 5 minutes because he still has another appointment. Just to brief us about within a week.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm not particularly very good at this part, but yeah, this is as small as what it may seem. It's extremely powerful. It has all the pieces that you see over here have got internet access. They have Word, Excel. They've all been registered and licensed to Khathalelana. So for the next 6 years. They will be up and running wherever it may go from here. We can add on, we can expand, we can get bigger premises, and we can just keep on going.
Okay, yes, we're still at the Khathalelana Skills Room launch at Delft. And I've got this amazing young man, Jamie, who is going to tell us his name and what he does. And how have you been involved?
Hi, Jamie, as we heard. I just basically did the setup for the IT room, or skills room, so to say. And I just basically did the programming and the setup of the computers. And I mean, yeah.
What do you do yourself? Let's start with
I work for a company called Ynet, and we do networking and computers, IT, stuff like that. So,
and how has the experience been for you? What has been your greatest challenge with this project?
Well, I mean, this is one of the projects that I've done. I've done a few other projects like this as well. Solar labs for other companies, also NGOs. I mostly work for NGOs. And this is something that I do in the private, on my own, just helping out with different communities and stuff like that. That's basically what I do.
In terms of the setup, I noticed we have about 10 computers there, and there's a dedicated server.
Yeah.
And the licensing, you were saying earlier on that you could build on, to what you have. Talk us through that.
So we've added on a 48-port switch, which allows us to add 48 PCs basically all together. So if you want to expand, there is space for growth, definitely. So there's 13 pieces up and running at the moment, of which 11 is being used inside the IT room, and then 2 on standby for if there's downtime on any of the PCs. And then of course we have, like I said, the ability to be able to move on and add more pieces, bigger space.
Right. So what's your own experience or skills in IT specifically? How long have you been doing this for?
I've been doing it for a long time. But I'd say I won't say that I'm perfect in every aspect, but I know quite a bit.
And you
mostly
enjoy
in the computers. I enjoy it.
Okay, before you go, because I know you need to rush, can you give any word of encouragement to anyone who might be considering going into IT out there? Any word of encouragement?
For me, IT is not just a job, it's a passion. It's something that I do because I love doing it, and I think that any field, not just IT, I think anything that you do as youth or an adult or whatever the case may be is just something that you do because you love it, and then you do it to the best of your ability because you love doing it. And I think that that's important. Just do what you love.
I love that. So Jamie says, do what you love, not necessarily about IT, but there are other areas that you could work in. We'll be right back. We are still at the Khathalelana Skills Room launch today in Delft, and I've got one of the most powerful people working behind the scenes of Khathalelana. She's a director, volunteer, and everything else all in one. Who is going to tell us about who she is? Tell us who you are and how long you've been involved with Khathalelana.
Okay. Hi, I'm Antoinette. I've been involved for the last about 3 to 4 years. I'm a board member, and I've come alongside the organization just to share my skills and my knowledge that I have. Today we launched the Skills Room, which will be, we will impact the community with different courses and different ways to empower our young people. The focus will be young people and children, but we will open it up to all ages once we get to that level. Yes, so we're looking at computer skills, math skills for our children. We're looking at different skills that is required for a person to become an entrepreneur of their own, whether it's flower arrangements, whether it's teaching them how to work, how to do nails. It could be, it varies.
And I heard earlier on as well, not just hard skills, but soft skills as well.
Yes.
So what kind of soft skills should we look forward to Khathalelana running?
Okay, absolutely. So we are looking at communication, ways to communicate, whether it's in the office admin space, whether it is how to, financial skills that we also have, because Auntie Marlene is also in finance. And
that is very, very much needed.
Yes.
So, and yourself, let's go back to you now. You said earlier on that you've got the skills and experience, which you are putting back in the community.
Yes.
Share with us some of those.
Okay. So the skills that I can share is I've studied finance myself, so I can share on that level of budgeting, how to expenses, how to manage your business financially. I've also got the skill of dance, which I have shared with the community with our children. So we are able to even empower the kids in that way, whether it's to compete on a professional, national level. We do that, can do that as well.
Right.
We host workshops in the community, which are ongoing with dancing and teaching dancing.
Wow, you're very special. You see, I told you, you're very powerful, and you look beautiful, by the way. You're so beautiful. So I know today we've had various people, here, and I remember Sis Marlene talking about the fact that they've collaborated, with others. Can you share with us, the collaboration model, that you guys have adopted?
Yes, this whole project has taken a lot of collaboration. One of the biggest partners is Young People at Work with Frank Julie. They've given us the training that we need to go on this journey to train other people. So like train the trainer.
Right,
yes.
And that is so much needed.
That's so important. And they will continue journeying with us. They've also come alongside us with the computers, with the programs, with our manuals that we need, because we had no knowledge of this. We've watched them do this in other communities, and now they've helped us to empower our own community as well. So that is one of them. It's Young People at Work, Frank Julie. It's Sadan, which has come alongside us as well with computers, and there's so many.
And the church that is hosting us today.
We weren't sure how or where we were going to do this. But this particular church, the Prayer Fellowship, has always had their doors open for us. They've never shown us the way. We've done many projects here, and this is one of the most important ones, that we can just come to. The room will always be open for us to do as we need to do, and they have just given me blessing for this auspicious occasion like today.
Right. Thank you so much, Auntie. And so, in closing, based on what you've just, your journey and your life skills, I want you to just say any words of encouragement to any young people out there, be it in Delft, be it in Carolina, any young people out there. If you just say any words of encouragement to them, especially those who are not employed, who are maybe giving up hope or think, this is not working. Okay. So
I would say to the young people that's at home or that is idle at home, that's not doing anything, I would plead for you to get involved in community organizations. There's so much to do in our communities. I plead for you to look for these free courses at every library. These courses are offered, computer skills, upskill yourself. Don't wait for an opportunity, go for the opportunities. Don't just sit at home and say, but there's no money, no one's gonna help me. You're responsible for your own life. So we can't wait you have to go out there and find the opportunities and just go for it. That's what I want to say is get involved. Don't wait, don't sit at home, get involved in your community, because that's where it starts. People will see you, people will see your passion, and they will help you further. But don't wait, just go after it.
Don't wait, go after it. That's the message from Ed. And on that note, we'll be right back. Yes, this is Dr. Mama K. We're still at the Khathalelana Skills Room launching in Delft at the Prayer Group Church in Delft. And I've got another lovely young lady who is doing so much in the community. My dear sister, tell us who you are and your organization.
Thank you, Mama Kay, and thanks for this opportunity to interview me. I'm Charlene Miles, and I'm the founder and executive director of an organization called No Stops. Stands for Never Overthink Situations, Transfer Opportunities Passionately. So yeah, we are based in Scottsville, and we focus on different programs. The problem that we identify in our organization was there are too many children on the street without adult supervision. So we have after-school programs. We are offering free classes, art classes, also music, and then with a personal growth and development. And we also start now the same with like Khathalelana, because we did the same course. So we are trained to empower the youth or any person, no age restriction. We're opening our doors as well on the 4th of April. We will teach them computer skills. It's just a basic introduction to computers, because we also found that a lot of youth coming after matric, then they just around in the streets doing nothing, don't really have a CV, no skills in computers. So we have all these different programs and workshops that we empower them, also teach them how to go for interviews, we prepare them, sending them for psychometric testing. So yeah, as a PRASA member myself and Marlene Jameson as well here in Delft, we are the first to open our doors to a skills room. So we call ours Personal Growth and Development Hub, like Marlene is the skills room. So we are there looking out for the unemployed youth, because we want to believe there's a lot of youth out there that need our attention. Some just giving up hope. They don't have any dreams, so we are trying to equip them with the skills to prepare them for the world of work and empower them by doing that.
Wow, well done for doing so much in the community. So now about the event today, what has been the takeaway for you?
This is an awesome, and looking around what happened today, it's like you're going through so many emotions, and what Marlene did is like awesome in this community, because yes, there's a lot of things, social evils in this community, and you need to be brave and have the strength, but also like she indicated earlier, that you need the strength of God. You need to have the right heart when you enter this community, because you know sometimes you are too scared to go down that street, but if you know you are on the right path, your heart is on the right place, then I don't think you need to be scared. I'm taking away today the support of the community here. That is awesome, to stand together and know that she has a vision and they will follow her with her vision and a mission.
Thank you so much. We wish you all the very best with the organization. We're hoping as well we can come and visit you. All the very best with your launching, and keep doing what you're doing and keep impacting lives positively. But in closing, I want you to just give any word of encouragement to any young people out there, or whoever else you want to speak to.
Yeah, I think for the youth, I want to encourage them not to give up, to keep on dreaming, because we have found that so many youth stop dreaming. If you know you want to be a teacher, if you know what you want to be in life, come out to NPOs. We are there to support the youth. We have all these opportunities, and it's free advice, whatever. Make use of the opportunities. Go out to organizations and to go volunteer. They can add to your CV as well. So don't give up.
Well, there you go. Don't give up. There's so much out there. There's so much organizations who are willing and wanting to support you guys. So please, you heard it from Auntie Charlene, do not give up. So next time, we'll be right back. We're still at the Khathalelana IT Skills Room launching in Delft, and I've got a dear sister. I told you I have a lot of sisters here, called Khadija Francis, and she is the director for the Delft Seniors Forum. My dear sister Khadija, Assalamu alaikum.
Salam.
So tell us about the Delft Seniors Forum first.
Well, apparently the Delft Senior Forums is going to have the AGM maybe after Easter, but I'm actually newly been elected by Mandela Peace Park as the chairperson of one of the clubs. You understand? And how we actually be involved with Khathalelana, with Marlene, is she sponsor for the seniors for feeding for them and so, and for the
for the computer school,
the computer course, I'm
the
very
skills
much,
room,
the skills room. I'm very impressed with her. I really salute her for Marlene for what she was actually doing. Because if you look all the years, it was always different from other areas where the youth is not being implemented. And look, she's actually opened the skill centers for the youth and for all ages also. But if we actually, the problem that we actually having here is mathematics. Most of the youth is having a problem with that. And I'm salute for Marlene for what she was actually opened the doors for our youth. Now we actually know where to send our people. And I mean, there's one by the Hague also, by the Hope also.
Okay.
But I mean, it's near for
on
our...
this side of Delft.
Because I mean, the gangsterism is big here in Roosendaal. But if you see the good deeds, what Marlene is actually doing, I really salute her.
Also, how's today been for you? Because I know there's been food, there's been everything else.
No, I'm very impressed.
But I know you are fasting.
Yeah, the food was nice. I'm not fasting. But in any case, the food was nice. Everything was well organized, very good prepared, and the people that she actually identified, yes, that people is really behind her back. And thank you for you also, Mama Kai, for what you're also doing for the community. And yeah, that is that.
Okay, thank you, my dear sister. Let's close now with you just helping me to give a few words of encouragement to whether it's the young people in Roosendaal or Delft or the seniors, whoever we want to speak to. Just give a few words of encouragement.
We actually want each and everybody to participate in the skill center. Yes, I understand about the seniors that also still wants to be educated. But if we look around, our future generation, we must actually focus more on them. No? Even I will also come here if I feel I want to come and learn more. It will be much a pleasure, and I will actually bring in the Mandela Peace Park, my seniors there. Because if you look at the seniors today, they are still up and going. They are still up and going, and they're still there to be educated. Because I even asked Marlene now also, Marlene, I see you do the beading. I mean, the seniors just sit at home and doing nothing for themselves. Isn't there a way that we can actually also uplift them when they come by the beading?
Awesome. Thank you, Sister Khadija.
No problem.
Till next time, shukran.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
So I'll see you Tuesday.
Right, we are still at the Khathalelana Skills Room launch at the Prayer Fellowship in Delft. And yes, we always save the best for the last. This is Persia, who is, she says, pastor's wife, but I still regard her as a pastor, who is going to share, what they're about and just have a conversation as well with her. Yeah. My dear sister pastor, whether you say you're pastor's wife or not, tell us about Prayer Fellowship first. Let's go there.
Prayer Fellowship is a church here in Delft. We've been here for, I think, almost 30 years. And we started very small, brick by brick. Also, again, collaboration. People building together, people having one common mission, one common dream, to see this come to life. And and it happened.
And from I was doing the interview, you were talking about the fact that your dad actually started this.
Yes.
So tell us, how that is and how that has, happened over the years.
My dad was a man with big dreams. Small in stature, but massive dreams. But so he took on the impossible, which we thought was the impossible.
At the time.
And he bought this piece of land, and he ended up selling his house in order to make this dream come true. And here we are today.
Right.
So from nothing You know, he did everything himself. He fell off the roof so many times.
But he never gave up because he had that dream.
He had that
so
dream.
About today, I know you started your message, and I love the slogan. You know, you have right there saying, "Jesus, the light of the world," and you were saying, "Let's do it."
Yeah.
Share with us those key points again for those maybe who didn't hear it.
I think the key point or the message that we wanted to bring across was like the words in John 2 verse 5, where Mary, the mother of Jesus, said that whatever he asks you to do it. And I think she had good reason to say those words because she knew that his words were reliable. And she knew that there was something different about this man. And so, and this is, I think this is what the message we try to bring across is that still voice within your soul, whatever it is I know that there's a lot of voices out there, but that still voice deep down, you know, I think that embedded in all of us is good, you know, and so do that. If it is that you can make a difference in your part of the world, then do so. If it is that you need to set things right in your own personal life, do it, you know. So let's become doers.
So how did the partnership between Khathalelana, I know you guys have worked together for over 3 years, I heard, or more than that. Yeah. How did that start and how is it now?
Yeah. I think, yes, there was my path crossed with Sister Marlene. Very soft, humble person, and just passion. It just flows from her. And when she says something, you know that what she wants to do comes from a good place. It's something good she wants to do, and you can't help but want to come alongside of her. So
I can relate to that.
Yeah. So our paths crossed quite a few years ago, and she needed the space. We have the space, and for most of the times the space is vacant. It's opened, and so there was no reason for us not to collaborate.
Right.
You know?
So what should we look out for now in this partnership? Because obviously it's a skills room. You probably have young people coming to your church. So should we look for more collaboration coming out of that?
I think it's very exciting, especially with this coming to Delft. You know, I think we have a lot of, even if you drive through the streets of Delft, a lot of young people just standing around, wandering around aimlessly. And you know, this is going to be a place where they can come and better themselves. And so it's quite exciting for us to also see this come together and just what is going to come from it.
Right. Yeah. And I believe, you know, for you as a person, this is me asking this just on top of my head, even though this is a church and, you know, the space is there where other people are coming, you're not stopping anybody, whether they're Muslims, no religion, everybody is welcome.
Everybody is welcome. At the end of the day, you know, I think that the Bible says that we were made in God's image. And so we are God's creation, you know, so who are we to say that you can come and you cannot? So I think that the place is open for everybody from all walks of life to come and, you know, because at the end of the day, we're not giving you a fish, you are being taught how to fish. And so this is going to affect many generations to come. And it's not just it's not like handing out food, it's going to equip people where they're able to sustain themselves and have that dignity, you know, to walk with their heads up high. And so that's very exciting for us to be part of that.
My dear sister, thank you for sharing, and thank you to your husband, Pastor, as well, for allowing us and, you know, to be here and for this partnership. You know, for me personally, it gives me so much joy when I see churches and community groups coming together, collaborating to say, how do we address all the social issues? What more can we do? So kudos to you, and I look forward to more, you know, hearing of your stories and how this develops later on. The success stories, you know, that will come after that.
Thank you
so
so
wish
much.
you all the very best. But before I let you go, I want you to share a word of encouragement to anyone out there, be it unemployed youth in Delft or Khayelitsha or in Langa, Michel's Plain, or anywhere else, even outside South Africa.
Yeah.
So can you share a word of encouragement?
Okay, I just want to say to all the young people out there, you are living in a challenging time. You are living in difficult times, but I think that the fact that you're from Delft or Manenberg or Hanover Park or anything, I think that we need to let go of that stigma and just realize that we have been wonderfully and fearfully made by the Lord, and that that whatever it is that your purpose is in this life, God has placed you here for a purpose and for a reason. So I want to encourage you, don't lose hope, don't lose faith. Just keep on pushing through. Better days will come. Turn every stone that you need to turn, but do not give up hope. I think that says it all.
I love that. Do not give up hope. Don't lose faith. Keep on, it doesn't matter about the stigma, and there's so much packed in there.
Yeah.
Thank you very
so
much. Well, how do you say thank you in Afrikaans?
Baie dankie.
Baie dankie. We'll be right back. Okay, we've still got more people to interview, and this is one of the brains as well behind what has happened today at Khathalelana Skills Room launch at the Prayer Fellowship in Delft. So Zeldinel, she is a facilitator with Khathalelana and has worked as a volunteer for some time with them. So Zeldin, tell us, how long have you been with Khathalelana?
From 2020.
Okay, how did you find out about the organization? And why did you become a volunteer?
One of my colleagues to tell us that I didn't know on the morning of Ms. Jameson. So he was just telling us to go pick rice up a 10 kg. So it was laying there for 2 weeks. And the time we came there, I was asking my friend to get out of the car, and she said, no, I must go. And she was giving us a first whole setup of whole story. Why are we late? Why didn't we come before? And I was telling her, my friend just told us now to come fix it. So that is the time that I was hearing from Laik Foundation about Auntie Marlene.
Okay, and then you joined. Why did you join as a volunteer? Why did you decide to volunteer?
Because we were busy that side in the Roosendaal.
Okay.
So we was a couple of youngsters at the time in COVID. So we cooked that side. So it was going like up and down. So I was also asked by him to volunteer that time, but I was getting a job. So I was asking Auntie Marlene that I can come back because my contract ended in April. So she said yes, and I was coming back like as a normal volunteer because that time she was needing a dance teacher.
Right, so you've done dance as well.
Yes.
So you have so much skills, and I know you sing as well.
Yes.
I might get you to sing, I didn't tell you that before. I might get you to sing. But anyway, let's go back to Khathalelana. So how has your experience been up till now? What has been your biggest benefit, that you say, oh, okay, I'm glad I joined? How has it been for you?
It was very hard for me because like you don't know the people that you are joining with. So it's like, Khathalelana, it's a big group. So there was youngsters, elders, and you need to come in and like a new job, like you just need to check out the people. So it was very hard for me. So it even to speak with people because I was like in that space that I don't trust people so much. So it was very hard, yes, I can say that.
And now?
It's all good. We have that we respect each other. So if it comes like work environment, then we approach each other in a nice manner. So yeah.
So what skills have you benefited from Khathalelana?
I benefit for the after school, for the dance, and also now for the skills room.
Right.
That I benefit.
So tell us about that journey, because I heard you all had to go and learn about computers, go to bar. How was that? Share some of that for us.
Yeah, it was.
It was tiring. It was like every time you think you know everything, then you just you must learn again. Stand in front, check the air, getting apart. You must always. Your people that you're gonna work with, you must always check the energy. You must always, if you see this one is gonna go off the pot, then you must
come in to support.
Questions.
Right. So how has today been for you? Because now you see everything come together. You've been doing all this work, tiring. So now today, seeing everybody, how has it been for you?
Yeah, it was very emotional. First of
I
all,
saw that.
Yes, first of all, it was very emotional. But I say thank you to God for the opportunity. Well, wasn't it for Him that But it was really nice seeing faces, because we're gonna see faces every day there inside. So it was nice looking through everybody and just see like the day easier today.
And I know you spoke well about Auntie Marlene there. What is she to you now?
I don't want to offend no one that side there. So she was like feeling like a mother figure. I have a mother, but not like I see my mother as different, was different raised. So she's just there for a mother figure, but she was there like a ear, helping me to make something out of myself. I have a dream, but I wasn't not sure where to go, where to. So she was like a mentor, what I would say, and like a mother figure.
And
but she is my boss.
Oh, exactly. It's an interesting relationship, like mother figure, friend, boss, as
she's
well.
My boss.
So yeah, all that combined. What is that dream that you have?
I want to be a teacher one day. Like I want to teach children, the smaller ones. So I want to be a great art teacher.
And have you started walking towards that dream?
Yes, I'm working with children, but I still need to move in that direction to go and study further.
I will encourage you to do that, and I'll stop there. So, but what I want you to do for us is give any words of encouragement you can to anyone out there that you want to speak to, just briefly.
Okay, so I just want to encourage you to dream, go after your dreams, find someone that can help you, and trust yourself in the process, because it's not going to be easy. It's going to be tears, it's going to be different emotions that is going to come through of your body. So yeah, that's my words of
Wow, thank you so much, Zeldin.
Thank you.
Dream big, don't give up on your dream. It's not going to be easy because she has been through all that. And thank you as well for all you're doing, because you are impacting lives, you are helping as well to address most of the issues through just volunteering, just saying, yes, I'm here.
Yes.
Thank you. Yes. So I see you, I salute you,
Thank you,
and I commend you, and I pray God will keep guiding you.
Thank you.
All right. How do you say thank you in, you speak Xhosa? No, I've done Afrikaans. Okay, Xhosa.
I don't speak.
You don't say no.
My father is African. I can't speak it.
You can say, okay, your dad is African.
Yes, my dad is
okay,
African.
And your mom?
My mom is a colored.
Okay, okay. So we need to say something in Afrikaans then. What do you want to say?
Baie dankie.
I said baie dankie. I know that one. Tell me another one.
Okay, good. Goeiemorgen.
Goeiemorgen. It's not morning anymore. It's good evening.
Goeiemorgen.
Bye. We're still at the Khathalelana Skills Room launch at the Prayer Fellowship in Delft, and I've got Jamie Williams, who is one of the key volunteers behind the scenes, taking pictures and doing a lot of other things. So Jamie, welcome. How are you?
I'm fine. And
I'm sure
yourself?
you're relieved now. I'm very well, thank you.
I think
so. So tell us about your journey with Khathalelana so far.
So I've been at Khathalelana for about two years, going in for 3 years. So being part of Khathalelana was an amazing opportunity. I started at a small organization, and there was opportunities and the potential Auntie Marlene saw in me, and then she asked for me, and I came to volunteer by her. Like I think was the first organization. Time went on, she saw that I have a liking and a loving of photography, and then as time went on, she sent me for a course, things went on. The thing is, like Auntie Marlene saw potential. So basically, she helps you be where you want to be. So she's just giving you a hand, but you also have to go forward with what you want.
Right.
Yeah, and then it's amazing being at Khathalelana.
Right.
Opportunities also, it's a lot, and what you have to do with opportunities, you have to grab it with both arms.
So now you run your own photography business.
Yeah.
What's the name?
It's Case Photography.
Okay, Case Photography.
I have a Facebook page. I do photo
Can you
shoots.
share? Can you share your Facebook page name?
The Facebook page name is Case Photography.
Instagram? Do you do Instagram
No,
now?
not Instagram.
Okay, I know. I do like Facebook is fine. Yeah, and WhatsApp though? What's your WhatsApp number?
My WhatsApp number is 0644661288.
Okay. So you do photo shoots?
I do all kinds of photo shoots.
Okay.
Everything I do.
All right.
And then
are you affordable?
Yes, I'm very affordable. I'm the cheapest, like as I know.
Don't say you're cheap. Don't say you're cheap.
I'm the cheapest.
Affordable.
I'm affordable.
Very affordable.
And, yeah.
Good value for money.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That's how I attract my customers.
Right.
Also, every second month I give back to a community. So if I see you have any
Every second month.
Yeah, I do it free. And then I just updated on my Facebook page with the pricing of what an event affordable to that will be. So yeah, I give back to the community in my services, and I also charge people in my services.
That is interesting to hear that you give back.
Yeah.
You know, obviously for somebody that just started, you know, that photography on. Why did you decide to do that?
It's actually being a Khathalelana, Auntie Marlene said, since we are also giving back to the community, she thinks I should also do it. And it was at first it was like I'm gonna lose money, but as I went along, I saw how much people appreciate the effort and the taking of the time that you do, because not all people appreciate photographers because they will be like, I pay you. No, but then I saw this one and then I gave her, it was for a matric ball. I went to the family, I approached them and whatsoever, and they said they don't have money, but then I said I'm giving it for free because I feel like just giving back. And it was an amazing opportunity for her. I asked her to just send me a review and like my Facebook page, that's all, and I gave her images to her.
Wow, well done. So now let's talk about today's event. I know you've been taking pictures and everything else. What has been the key takeaway for you that stood out for you about today? What has been the main thing?
Yeah, the main thing that stood out to me was actually how most people look up to the director of Khathalelana, Auntie Marlene Jamison, and that she's also been my motivational person. Like I look forward to the place where she come from and to where she's now. It's a big difference. And she told us, and she's telling us still as time goes on about the lessons in the life, and also mistakes. Mistakes is it's not a bad thing. You have to learn from your mistakes. So for that, it was amazing how people older than her still looking up to her and whatsoever. And she still has a tiny heart, but really, it stood out to me. The thing that stood out to me was that people, you can, even if you're old, you whatsoever, you will always have your role model. And that, yeah.
Also, and you have a young son, I believe.
I have a son, yes.
Uh-huh.
I have.
How old is he?
He's 10 months. He's 10 months.
And how do you juggle now?
Yeah.
Doing photography, being a mother?
Yes, I'm just trying to find my balance with that. But I feel to be somewhere, I have to do sacrifices. I can't be at home. Yes, I can be a mom, but at home, no. I have to do something to get somewhere.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Jamie.
You're welcome.
I won't allow you to leave without giving words of encouragement, though, because even though you're still very young yourself, but you never know who might, who you might touch by just saying something. So if you just give a word of encouragement to anyone out there.
So guys, if you put your mind onto something, don't listen to it. You will get negative comments. Do what you think is best for you. Go for it. Anything. If you get opportunities, take it. If you can't do something, just say yes and learn how to do it.
Wow, there you go. Learn how to do it from the guru herself, because she has learned how to do it with photography. Thank you, Jamie Williams, and we wish you all the very best. God will continue to uplift you, and you'll continue to impact lives positively in your journey. Well done for all you're doing with Khathalelana. You might think nobody sees you, but keep doing it. Somebody is watching, and you never know where that might lead you. All the best. So now we're going to say, I know you speak Afrikaans as well.
Both, yes.
Both?
Yes.
And what? Afrikaans and what?
English.
And English, okay. Okay, so how do you say please in Afrikaans?
Alsjeblieft.
Alsjeblieft, okay. How do you say I love you? Okay, let's share love to them out there. How do you say I love you?
Ik is lief voor jou.
Oh, I can't even say it. Say it again.
Ik zeg ik. Is lief.
Lief?
Feo.
Feo.
Yes.
Okay, there we go. I love you. We love you. Well, we're right back. Okay, we have finally come to the end of the Khathalelana Skills Room launch at the Prayer Fellowship in Delft. And we started with this amazing, dynamic, selfless young lady called Marlene Jameson, MJ for short, who has been the brain behind this. She's an introvert, as she keeps reminding us all, but very humble, very gentle, very detailed, very particular about, how she sows and puts back in the community. So you've heard all the talk, you've seen all what has been happening till now with, from the prayers to the launch of the skills room itself and all the messages everybody has been sharing. And it is because of this amazing, I know I love the word amazing, but when I say amazing, amazing, double amazing. Fine lady here beside me. So we're just going to just ask her how she feels about everything. And some ideas, sis.
And so we can breathe. I can breathe and speak.
Yeah.
But now the real work starts.
I like that. You're very practical. I like it.
The real work starts.
The real work starts.
Because this was all the preparation.
Yes.
And so the real work starts now.
And what should we look forward to with that real work?
So the way that we plan to do it is not just upskill people so that they go and we don't know what happened to them. We want to have some form of plan in place. We don't going to have classes of 20, 30 people. We want to have intimate classes.
Keep it small.
Small, so that we can have more one-on-ones and so that we can know who we're dealing with. And so that would mean we would know more of the person and how we can help the person further.
Right. That's so amazing. And I'm looking at the different people that were in here, the different organization, the fact that the church, opened its door, for you to do this. How are you feeling right now? What emotions are you going through?
I was sharing with one of the organization leaders earlier on, and I said, I used to drive past this place.
Because you live not too far from here as well.
I would drive past and I would say to myself, I would like to be here. And so that's a secret, so it's no longer a secret. I used to say that I like the place, I like the space in front. Yes, I just like the
simple, is welcoming,
practical.
and there's just a welcoming feeling, as well.
And so today it's a puzzle of mixed emotions. And as a person, just a normal person, I'm not taking God out of the equation because He's the center of it all. But I look at myself as a simple person and I look at that room and I'm like, how? And then I become
on the very short time, because this was only birthed in August.
Just the idea. Yeah. And so God has been so faithful by placing the right people. And the people that came on board it was just amazing. From the mats to the computers to the IT guy, not even 10 days ago. And he did everything. And I look at that room and you can't help but become overwhelmed and full of emotions. So that's how I know God has a plan. And so for me to be obedient to His calling, and sometimes, I think I mentioned that to you last year, that we needed to do some change to get to the next place where God wants to take you to. Feeding is a good thing, we help people. But this was, how can we help teach people how to fish, and instead of just handing out fishes. So I'm humbled. There's just no words to say how I feel. I'm actually glad this part is done. I'm glad for all the people that was here today that can support us. We live in this area, and I want to mention this as well. And I said to God this morning, I'm not going to be paralyzed because we live in this area where fear is going to get hold of us and then miss the vision or the cause that we need to do. If God has called me for this, He will take care of the rest of it as God has done thus far.
Now, kudos and well done. I see you, I salute you. And, you know, like you said, the work has just started. However, God knows the plan already. You didn't know that. He already saw this even before you knew it. And He keeps putting the right people along the way and the right resources along the way. Let me ask though, before we conclude now, what are your immediate needs for Khathalelana now, right now? Because I know you said earlier that you will want to pass on the baton to the young one. So what are your immediate needs, and are you working towards how you're going to pass on that baton to somebody else to step in?
So our current needs would be minor things on the outside of the building, and then we also look at something that, because the room is small, we may need a air conditioning system. Very small, compact, but very powerful because the room was not big.
Yes.
And then we would definitely like for someone to come alongside us and say, the gate there in front, there's no small gate. So that means every time you come, you still have to get out. And if that gate can be automated, we would love that.
Right. Well, that's not too much to ask, and I hope you never know. We put it out there, you never know where it might come from. So when are you expecting the first set of people to come in?
So
there?
our first, that is what I'm excited about. As I said earlier, the real work starts now. So on Tuesday at 12 o'clock, our first group of people will walk through that door and we will welcome them.
Right.
And like I said, no age restriction. We want to not just empower the youngsters, the unemployed, but we also want to do it for mothers. Because if mothers are empowered, they can help the children.
Correct.
And so many times you get children, mommy, what the mother? And so in that case, we want to help mothers at home as well.
All right. Well, my sister, like I said, I salute you. And thank you to Mr. Jamison as well for, you know, being behind you, with you, by your side. So I hope he's listening, because if he's not there as well, I know God is there, but having him next to you, I know I can relate to it, makes it easier. So I salute you again, and we love you. We really pray that God will continue to guide you, to give you wisdom, the resources, and everything that you need, so that you're able to continue to impact lives in ways that your legacy will live. It will outlive you. It will outlive you. So now I want you to lastly share any words of advice or encouragement to anyone. I'm not even going to say young people, whoever, maybe young person that wants to start an NPO or that have started, or another older people, please.
I would want to encourage people that want to do whatever is their desire on their heart. Just start. It doesn't matter how small. If your heart is in the right place to do whatever you need to do, you start, the rest will all follow. And I want to leave you with those words.
Powerful words. Just start.
Just start.
Just start. 2 words. Just start. Well, that's all we've got time for today. And on Impact Africa, we keep sharing wonderful stories like this of people, organizations who are positively impacting lives wherever they are. Remember, God is love. Till next time, this is Mama K signing off with our dear Marlene Jamison from Khathalelana, caring for one another. We're caring for one another. Peace out. God bless.